on, brother?
Hey, Winmore, how are you? How
Hey,
you
we're
doing?
rolling. We're just waiting for a couple more people to jump on. How you been, brother? We're
Mm,
live.
we're live.
We're
So,
live. Greg,
it's,
what are you drinking there, Greg?
um, Walmart. It's like what do you call it? Insure Max. But it's Walmart's version. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like I drink like 10 of these a day because it's the only thing that keeps me sane. All I eat is fucking. I did have some skinny pasta today, but all I eat is just
okay.
turkey and fucking egg whites. So I need this. It makes me feel like I'm doing something. Plus, I just ate Lucia's ass, and I got to make sure my mouth is clean.
Yeah, well, you guys went picking today, right? Early.
Yeah. Well, what happened was we went to the post office,
Okay.
and then we stopped. We go to the mall because she has to get her what do you call those things? This contact lenses. So we stopped at the mall, got contact lenses, and then we drove to my neighborhood, which is where this neighborhood now is where the shit is, the junk, right? Because it goes different neighborhoods. Like we're like a group four or some shit like that. But there's different areas. Yorktown's huge. So
Yeah.
there's different areas. There's like seven. So this week it's this area. Next week it's the next area, like that. It's
Mm-hmm.
still in the same town, but it's like the neighborhoods. There's like 7 or 8 neighborhoods, but even more in Yorktown. So
Hey,
that's
what? Joey Hernandez. What's going on, Joey?
hey Joe, how are you doing?
How you doing, brother? You get any good stuff today?
Mm, yeah, Lou, what did we get? Where are you? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know where she went. Um, what did we get today? Fuck, I don't know. She got like a nice suitcase and shit, I think. A heater, a bunch of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not really great today, but there'll be shit out. But
Yeah.
I will get it
AV
back.
Wind Garden says hello. Morella's there. What's going on?
Morella, how was Morella's chicken parm?
It was very good. Very good. It was very. I had 2 platefuls of it. She gave me more to take home.
Atta boy.
Yeah,
Atta,
I ate a lot of it. I know. I sent a picture to Lucia,
oh boy.
and she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you had some." Because then I think she made some frozen stuff.
No, I make, she don't cook. You kidding me? Forget about it.
Yeah, I think you
Her,
did it.
she can't even cook a hot pocket in a fucking microwave. I made her like she likes vegetables, which I won't eat that shit. But she eats all these vegetables, and I had threw that skinny pasta in there, so it looked like vegetables with pasta. So that's what she ate.
What's going on, Anthony? Looks like uh, AV's in RV is in Israel. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Israel. There you go.
And then Anthony D. What's up, Anthony?
I support Israel, but all the way. By the way.
Joe V. What's going on?
Hey, Joe. What's going on? Anthony. What's going on? How you guys doing?
Windward Attack. Hey, John Saldi. What's going on, man? John
Hey,
Saldi.
John Saldi. How you doing, buddy? I
Good.
I got Lucia's the one who does my Instagram, so she told me that you reached out and shit. I'll get back to you as soon as I get a moment, and I'll talk with you.
Yeah. Windward Attack says, Joe, what's better for lats, pull downs or standing rope? I like pull downs, Greg. What about you?
For lats, um,
I like pull downs
it
myself.
depends. I mean, pull downs more for width, but when you row, it's more for thickness and overall. I'll show you guys shit. I do pull downs standing up. I don't do them seated. So you'd be shocked if I show you my way of doing it. It's good. And my back is jacked. My lats are like, when Franco Colombo would go from behind, it went right into his hips. Mine go right into my obliques, bro.
Yep.
Mine are jacked.
Yeah, Guy Sistorino's gym is opening up this weekend.
Oh, is it really?
I'm not sure. I'm going to try to.
I gotta call him, see how he's doing.
Yeah, he's doing all right. I saw him. He's a lot of nice machines he got there.
Really? Where is it? What town?
Bethlehem, PA.
Bethlehem.
Yeah, PM.
Where Jesus was born? No.
Yes.
Wait, it's in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's in Pennsylvania, right on the border, like right on the border of Jersey,
But he
Pennsylvania.
lives in Jersey.
Yeah, that's where they opened it. I don't know.
But does he still live in Jersey?
Yes, down South Jersey, so he's close to it. He lives down Jersey.
He asked me to. He actually invited me over his house when I was with Lee Priest, but I couldn't make it. It was too late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, new tech equipment. It's called New Tech Equipment. It's really good.
That's the name of the gym or the name of the equipment?
The equipment. It's New Tech. It's really
Never.
not tough.
I gotta
Yeah,
check it out. I gotta call him. He's a
yeah.
good man,
Win
right?
Morgan. Yeah. What's he? Gregg and Joe's. Yeah, Gregg has always been jacked. He's really jacked.
Yeah, I was used to be real jacked. I was jacked. Now I'm just small jacked.
Mm-hmm.
No, because because of it being sick, my waist is a lot smaller, and so I actually appear more broader. Like I look, but it's illusion.
Mm. William Allen said, "Did Dave send you any protein shakes recently instead of Walmart shakes?
Uh, Hold on, I'll show you.
They're all expired, probably." Field
Yeah,
trip to PA.
I get a lot of this. Like I get the big ones. Like this is a big one. See how big that fucker is?
Mm-hmm.
Like the big 4 pound or whatever the fuck. How many top? I can't see, so I have no idea. But it's big. It's not the little ones. It's big.
Mm-hmm.
So I get the only reason why I'm drinking a Walmart shake right here is because when I was in the hospital, they had me drinking Ensure Max because I lost a lot of weight and they made me drink that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And all I eat, I can only eat a few foods right now. I only eat egg whites, which are fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they're kind you pour out of a fucking container. So I'm eating egg whites, and I'm eating turkey, ground turkey, and once in a while I'll get like roasted chicken from my Kentucky Fried. I got to pull the skin off and just eat the fucking chicken. I don't like chicken, so you have no idea what it's like. So
Yeah.
and that's all I eat. Those four foods and this.
Yep.
I just ate that skinny pasta
Yeah.
today. It's not real pasta. It's made from some root or something like that. Morella turned me on to it.
Yeah. But you still like it, right? It's not bad.
Well, when you're look in the land of the blind, the man with one eye rules. Okay, so when you can't eat fucking regular shit, and you have like, even though it tastes like rubber bands with gravy on it, and then I throw a pound of grated cheese on there, because I'm Guinea,
Mm-hmm.
and we like that. I use Romano,
Mm-hmm.
not John Romano, but either Pecorino Romano, or I think I get Cello Romano. So like that, I like Romano cheese,
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know.
So Anthony D told me that Guy's gym used to be Joe Piscopo's wife's gym.
Oh,
Retrofit.
Joe Piscopo used to bodybuild. I don't know if you know, in the '80s, he was like kind of jacked. He wasn't huge, but he was built.
It was built.
Yeah, Joe Piscopo. Now he's got that painted hair like fucking Palumbo has, with that fake hair shit.
Yeah, that's true. What does Frank the gas station says? Joe's a big celeb now, hanging out with The Rock, Macho Man, and all the wrestlers. Yeah, I'm hanging out with all the wrestlers. Yep. I got a nice interview. I got a bunch coming on. We went to that show over the weekend. Mandy Sack is a friend with Greg, grew up in Yorktown. Her mother said hello to you.
Yes, I love her mother. I grew up, Mandy. I know Mandy since she was young. All right, and we know her as Amanda, and
Amanda.
she went to school with my nieces, and my one niece is a bodybuilder. She won a bikini NPC
Hmm.
national bikini. She was one of the national bikini champions. This is my sister's daughter, and Amanda was asking Joe if she's still working out. Because they all went to Yorktown. All went to the same high school with me. AOC went to high school with her. AOC. They all live right down the road from me. We go junking outside AOC's parents' house, but and they we've gotten a few things from her pile, but true. I swear to God, we got shit from our pile. But a lot of famous people grew up in Yorktown, and you know, we go junk. But anyway, Amanda's mother went to high school with me, and I went to high school with her. Her mother was a couple years older than me, but I never liked older girls. But that girl had that jet. I love jet black hair, jet black eyes. Like that, almost like blue highlights in the hair. That's how fucking black that hair is, and she had that look, and that was all me, bro.
Jose Hernandez. Joe Hernandez, what's up? Jude Lucerio, what's up, guy? What's up?
Hey guys, what's going on, Joe? Jude, what's
Yep.
going on?
More to attack says hello. Um, yeah, I actually have another big wrestler coming on who has an interesting story. Marcus Buff Bagwell. Have you heard of him?
No,
Well,
I
he
heard Jeff Bagwell, the baseball player.
a baseball player. No, but this one's Marcus Bagwell. He shot his father,
Did he?
and his father lived, but he shot him because he was beating up on his mother. The mother was yelling for him. He comes running down the steps with a gun. His father's like, "What are you going to do with that?" And then he said, "I'm not going to do anything, but just get away from mom." The father ran into the kitchen, grabbed the gun from the fridge, said, and started beating up the mom. He shot him. Boom, boom. Shot him. He lived because he put up his hand and it shot him in the chest. It was and his father lived. No charges pressed because he was protecting his mother, and he became on to become a famous wrestler.
How old was he?
He was like 16, 17 when he did that. He was young when he shot
Gee,
his father.
that sounds like a famous story to me. That hold
He
on,
was on Vice TV recently.
he was.
Yeah, on the dark side of the Vice TV nobody watches. He was on Vice TV.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm just pulling this fucking thing over near me. So
He was
wait
on,
a minute. No, but I mean, I think I remember when it was. I don't know. Maybe it was another story similar to that. When a kid was like 16 years old. Maybe I knew that when he was 16. It was probably in the news and shit. Because
yeah.
that's a familiar story to me.
John Southey says, "Tell Dave, real men shave their heads."
Yes, John. John, if you saw Dave in person with that hair, you should buy an Elvis wig or something.
Yeah,
That
I
shit
think
looks
he should shave.
bad.
He should shave it.
I
I
don't
think
know. I don't know why he doesn't. Uh, you know. I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't. But everybody else shaves that. Dude, it's easy. You don't have to worry about nothing. You wake up in the morning, you like have hair sticking all.
yeah, no, you just boom, whatever.
You're just bald. I still have a little fuzz up here, but
Yeah.
I didn't. If I let that shit grow, it's all see through.
Do
What
you shave?
happened?
Do you shave every day? Your head?
Um, yeah, well, yeah, yeah. Not that sometimes I let this grow just like whiskers, but other than that, I shave. Yeah, I have to. I don't leave the house without shaving. I feel disgusting. I don't look good whiskery. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I'm
Hey,
an
Brian
I'm
Pablo.
anyway.
Brian Pablo said hello, Melmo.
Oh, Brian Pablo. Brian, what's going on, dude?
He's
How are
working.
you?
He's gonna watch us later.
Okay.
Hmm.
Brian's
Frank
awesome.
said Dave Palumbo uses shoe polish or spray paint.
Yeah, he does. He uses some shit up there. I mean, it's so black it almost looks fake.
It does. It does
But
look
hey,
fake.
listen, he had that tattoo shit done on his head. And he told me it didn't go out well. When he first got it, he was like, "Oh, this is great. You got to do it." Because his sister, I think, worked for the company. And then, later on, I guess it just didn't age well. You know what I mean? Like you could think the color wears off, and now it looks like blue. And I'm not sure. He was,
His psychic sister didn't tell him not to do it.
yeah. She should have told him in the future this is going to look bad.
It's gonna look bad.
No, Dave's my boy, so I love Dave, but
Like,
I would cut my hair too if my hair looked right. I mean, if I let this like fucking fuzz up here,
yeah.
I let that shit grow, it would probably look similar. I mean, like, but if you color the scalp black too and the hairs are black, it looks like you
Mhm.
get all the hair. So I mean, my hair might be like that. I do have hair up. It's not like I don't. But it's
Yeah.
not much. If I
Wow.
let it grow, it's like cotton. You know.
Yeah. Now, Dick, what did you want to tell me? You remember you said there's a story you had to tell on the air. Was it about the supplements or?
No, why do we always forget? You and
We,
I talk.
and you
Yeah,
always talk like, what the fuck you talking about? We're like, oh, this is a great story. We got to tell it on the air, and then
oh,
we
I
did.
was telling you. No, I was telling because we store shit in a fucking. We have a tent in the
Oh,
backyard. Like
in the back. Right.
we have like a storage tent. You know what I mean? Like where we store some of our shit because
Yeah.
we got a junkyard over here, and in that tent we got a shed and everything too. But the shed is nothing. That's it. That used to be the pot shed where the kids all would be in there fucking lit. You know. I had this one guy one time, he's my friends with my daughter. My daughter had that shed. It was the pot shed. My daughter, they all fight MMA, but they go in that shed and they fucking smoke and they're all like lit and shit in there.
Mhm.
And it's like 3 in the morning and I get there's a knock on my door. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I see this short little stubby lady like this. And she's like, yo, where's Mike? And I go, who's Mike? I have no idea what you're talking about. Who are you looking for? She goes, that's his car out here. And I see there's a car parked right at the end of my driveway, right?
Mhm.
She goes, wait, let me correct myself. That's my car. She goes, I took my husband's car. I need that car for work. He needs to get his ass home. Where is he? And I said, he's not in the house. I have no idea. And my daughter's downstairs. She's sleeping. And I go, I don't know where he is. So she goes, well, he's got to be here somewhere. So I'm thinking, oh fuck, I wonder if he's in a shed. So we go out to the shed, we get the door open, and he's sleeping on there was a couch in there that they all smoke weed and shit on. And he was like lit. And his mother, is this short lady. Now he's like 6'3", you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it's, and he's like 300 fucking pounds. He's like this big lumberjack lummox. And she's like, Jesus Christ, Mark, Mike, Michael, and she's smacking him. We call him Mart because his last name is Martelli. But anyway, she's smacking him like this. Get up, get the fuck up, let's go right now. And he's like, Mom, stop hitting me, stop hitting me.
Wow.
Okay, even because she's like, I need that fucking car. It was like I was like, because he's like a big moose, and she was kicking the shit out of him. Anyway, so the shed, like they used to smoke so much pot in the shed that like any rat or mouse or anything like that would try to make its way in there. We'd get fucking wasted and probably, like shotgun from all the weed. So
Mm.
they would go over to the tent. So the tent, we call it the Galapagos Islands because there's like all kinds of life forms in there that we didn't even know about. Like the fucking cats get in there. We have like this giant fucking underneath the shed is this giant like a groundhog, right? There's two of them now, but this fucking thing is huge, and it comes out and it goes into the fucking tent. I'm like, holy, you'll see big poops like this in the tent from that fucking thing. And it's like they give the fucking animals, give birds, squirrels, rats, fucking all that shit. And I'm in there, and then they have these fucking things. I think they're called cave spiders or camels. Wait a minute. Cave or camel. I think the book called both actually. Uh
Crickets, right?
right,
So,
thank you. They look, dude, they're the size, the wings, the span is like the size of my hand. They look like tarantulas. The meat on that thing is this big. And it's usually square with stripes and shit. And when you look at this thing, they jump at you. They can jump 3 to 4 feet high and they go at you
mm,
because, you know, they do it to scare prey. You know what
mm.
I mean? Freaks you out when you see this thing that's looking at you. It looks like a tarantula and
Yeah,
it fucking jumps really high and right at your face. So I'm like, I screamed like a girl in a horror movie, man. I was like, ah! So I go in and I get a tennis racket and I'm in there and these fucking things are jumping at me and I'm like, you know what I mean? Hit him with a tennis racket. And then I take our pool skimmer. It's got like, it's a round thing and it's got like, like what do you call it? Like uh what the fuck you screen, you know what I
yeah,
mean? And put it over it well so I can't jump anymore and then I fucking squash it and the meat's all like fucking, but man, there's all kinds of life forms in there I never seen before. Like I never saw one of them fucking crickets before. I don't know
yeah,
why I call it cricket. That thing's more like a spider.
yeah.
That
Those are,
fucking shit jumps so high. You see this thing and it stares at you, and then all of a sudden it comes right at you like that, and you're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And I'm like, with a tennis racket, and I'm fucking whacking him
yeah.
and shit.
I never saw them before until recently. Like
Me neither.
I
It's
never,
funny you say it because I said, dude, I've been living fucking, here forever. I never saw one of those things in my life until this year.
yeah, it's me too. I'm like, where the fuck are these
I'm
things
like,
coming from?
another one of them things like when I was younger, they had the gypsy moths. You know what I mean? It was these giant caterpillars that would turn into these monster moths. And, they came in like from a boat on like China. They got like some sort of like, they were in some sort of package or something. And then they get loose and forget
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, it's fucking nuts, man. And these things jump right at your face.
Yes.
Supposedly they don't bite. That's their thing. They jump.
Mm,
Scare you. You know what I mean? Bro, I'm over there with a tennis racket. You motherfuckers jump at me, and I'm like, pop. You know what I mean?
mm.
But that's the Galapagos Islands, bro. You see like dead mice in there and shit because the cats drag it in there and eat it and fucking
How you
yeah.
gonna clean it up? How you gonna clean that up area? That
I'm
area?
gonna
So,
light it on fire. That'll clean it up. You know what I
I
mean?
thought your mother-in-law.
Oh, she goes in there to all run. I'll get my mother-in-law to go in there, throw one of her fucking monster farts and shit like that. That'd act like one of them. That'd act like one of them bombs you get, the spray. They like,
Yeah,
if you got bugs or something in the house, you buy this can. They call it a bomb or whatever. You turn it on, you leave, and you come back, everything's dead. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
in your house. Yeah, fuck
You
that.
know what's funny? A friend of mine, had an infestation of rats in his house, right? And they were living in the walls.
Wow,
And no matter what fucking he got like all these exterminators, right? And they couldn't get rid of the rats at all. None.
wow.
And they were breeding and they were giant and they were living in walls. You could hear them at night like that, right?
Mm,
So my friend came up with the most ingenious idea. He cut a hole in the wall, right? And he put a fucking hose to it, a pipe, an actual like a pool hose. It was like this. And then he
mhm.
put the pool hose to his car in the garage, and he stuck it on an exhaust pipe. And he left the house and he let his car run for like 8 hours. He came back. And when he got back, of course, you have to fumigate the house because then you're going to die in there too.
You got that in there too.
But he came back. Every rat in the whole fucking place was dead. He killed them all. That was ingenious, I thought. But it's dangerous as hell because even if some of them fumes linger, you could kill yourself. But he left the whole house fumigated and everything. But no more rats.
That's
You know,
true.
that's a great fucking to me.
Yep.
That was ingenious.
Yeah. Joey Hernandez. Vince Mars says, "What's up?
Hey,
Hey, what's up?" Joey Hernandez says, "How are your neighbors' house? Do they have any garden gnomes like you, or I guess is it?"
everybody keeps calling them garden gnomes. I don't have gnomes. I have like statues. Like they're
Hey,
I
you
have
got
I have like lions and demons and fucking angels and shit like that. But I don't have like gnomes. Like there's a few little gnomes floating around over there, but they're all like they're statues.
yeah.
I have water fountain. I have all that shit.
You found every one of them.
Every fucking one. I didn't buy one.
You
I
got
didn't buy
like thousands of dollars on your lawn.
Oh yeah, man. Everybody wants them things. I fixed them though. Like I've had them where they're totally broken, and
Yeah,
then I fix them. But they're not gnomes. They're not like those little guys like that fucking live in the forest. There's a few of those floating around. There's small ones though. But
yeah.
my statues are big. The lions are huge.
You got big lawn.
Yeah, like you were even saying that you went to Elvis's house and you said he's got the same ones.
Got the same lines. Yeah, they're a little bit bigger. Elvis's lines when I went to Elvis's house, but yours are just as good in size,
Yeah,
shape, same things. So I can imagine how much they cost.
Joe. You know what I noticed that if I say something, your mic cuts out. You know that, right? Did you notice that or no?
No, I didn't notice that. Really?
Yeah, like you guys, when I say like if Joe says something and I just say anything, you see him like this, nothing comes out. All you hear is my big voice. And I'm wondering if it's because you have a microphone hooked up to that.
Maybe I got disconnected.
Let me see if you disconnect it. Start talking about something. Let me see if I say something, if it cuts out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Say something. I just talk like what
What are you doing today?
uh, oh,
How you doing today?
hello? Fuck.
Hello? Sounds
Yeah, it's like it
okay.
cuts out. See it cut out again. Morella, are you there? You
One
see it?
person talks. I think it picks up when one person talks and the other one doesn't.
Oh, okay.
So whatever. All right, let's see. So yeah, Anthony D said I sound okay. So I don't know.
You
He said,
sound
"Do you remember the supplement Similax?
Smilex?
Smilax. There it is. Smilax. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
you do. Okay, someone asked that, Rick. I don't know. Who knows? Joey Hannah says YouTube does that on purpose with the microphone. I guess so.
Do
Okay.
they really? Like, I never heard of that though.
Me either.
I never heard of that. So where did you hear? I mean, where
Uh,
did you guys like? What? Oh, for Christ's sake! I told my girlfriend to turn off that phone.
Skip Mulligan said hello. What's up, Skip?
Hey,
Sean.
Skip, what are you doing?
Yep. What's going on? Um. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Hey, Greg, I was wondering in school, have you ever had any rumbles with other towns?
Yeah, I used to do that when I was younger. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
I got a funny story. Me and George, when we were younger, we had a rumble with another town, and it was our high
Mhm.
school versus another high school, and they had like 50 kids on their side. We had 50 kids on our side. When the cops came, they caught 4 kids or 5 kids on their side, and they caught 2 kids on our side. You know who the 2 kids were?
You and George.
Because we were the only two that were actually still fighting when the cops came. Everyone else took off.
We had something like that. I think I told you, and the state troopers came, and now you're talking maybe 1975. Okay, so most of you guys weren't even born.
No.
But I was already 15 going on 16, and I was fucking the state troopers came and they were trying to break all this shit up, and I said to the one state trooper, I was like, yeah, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. And he goes to me, get in the car. He grabs me and throws me in the back of the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he drives around. We were at like a strip mall. He
Mm-hmm.
drives around the back of the strip mall with me in the car,
Mm-hmm.
let me out of the car, and goes to me, talk to me like that now. He goes, talk to you, takes off his hat, and he gets in my face, goes, go ahead, say that shit now. Go ahead, say that shit now. And I was like this, 15-year-old kid. I'm like, like this. He goes, yeah, yeah. See, you don't have the guts to say that right now, right? We're back here. He goes, watch what happens. Go open your fucking mouth right now. Back then the cops would have beat the shit out of
Yeah, cops would beat the shit out of you.
you. And you know what would happen? I would have got home and my parents would have beat the shit out of me. You know what I mean? For saying that to a cop.
Yeah, and that's what happens was they took me and George in the police car, but they didn't put handcuffs on us because we were underage. They brought us to the station, and me and George are sitting there, and they're not doing it. They didn't put us in a cell. They just had us sit in the office, and I hear the door fly open and go, "Where are they?" And I'm like, George, that sounds like mom, and
Oh,
she comes in. Our mom comes in, flailing, hits George, hits me, and I told the cop, I said, arrest this woman because I don't want to be in this. I don't want to go home with this woman, but you got the same beating, I'm sure.
I would if the cops didn't, they didn't get a hold of my parent. But if I did, my father and mother would have killed me. They would have tag teamed me. You know what I mean? Beat the shit out of me. My father used to say he never hit me. He used to say because he might like it too much and not stop.
Oh my god.
But my mother was from the South Bronx and grew up like real rough neighbor.
Hmm.
She was a lefty. She could throw fucking left hooks, boy. You have no idea. She'd knock out Mike Tyson. She was, so you got to watch. I had to watch what you say. You get the hair pulled, you get your fucking, face
Hmm.
wet. You know, then you get stuck in your room. You can't come out. You're fucked up.
Morella said, Greg, that was your mother-in-law calling.
Yeah, she wanted more of She wanted Lucia to resend her freaking license so she could put it up on Facebook. That
Oh
bitch.
my. Mr. Wonderful says, Greg, you're a legend.
Thank you, Mr. Wonderful. Only in my own mind. Thank you.
Hmm. Piece of Peter D said, when are you starting a regular show with Lee and Jimmy? I said, well, we're gonna see if Jimmy and Leo come on soon. We're gonna have them on soon.
Yes.
Jimmy works so much. He works a lot, right, Greg?
Yeah. He works odd hours, so usually like this time at night. He's just getting to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So
up
he,
in the
but
morning.
we'll get them guys to come on. We're just establishing this channel right
Yeah.
now. We're building up the channel here and getting a lot more people and just to see how things go and then we're gonna get them on. We should be doing StreamYard any day now though. So it's not like this for
Yeah,
you.
exactly. It's not like this. What's up, John? How you doing, buddy?
Hey John, I can't see anybody. I can't see now.
Got Morella on there, John. So I don't need to. I have Morella doing it for me right now. I didn't know what was going on, so I put Morella on.
What's
Uh,
that?
the moderator because John wasn't there and George wasn't there, so I put Morella on. So I was like, okay,
Oh, John Mancini.
yeah, John Mancini.
Hey
Uh,
John, what's going on? I can't see shit.
I know. I thought Jimmy said he retired from the last RX stream.
He retires. Sometimes he does. Sometimes
Yeah.
Jimmy's a good man, though. If you guys know Jimmy, dude, I've known Jimmy since 1991. I mean, a long time. He's a good man, and you definitely don't want to get him pissed off because
Hmm.
he can do damage. Trust me.
Yeah, he can damage. He can. He's a tough man.
Yes, he is. He's a good man. He's got a huge heart. But if you get on that wrong side, boy, forget about it.
Yeah, that's true. Do you think Jimmy really believes the flat Earth stuff?
Oh,
Yes.
do I think? I've been at dinner with him where he's fucking argued with me and Joe Pietaro and all. Oh yeah. Do
Yes.
I think he's legit? That's not an act. That's legit. He really believes that shit.
Yes, he does.
He's very, very passionate about that.
Hmm.
The Earth is flat. That there's like polarized caps and who knows what's beyond them and whatever the hell it is. And he believes all that shit.
Yeah. Hmm. He
That's
does.
no joke, man. I've been at dinner with him, with me and Joe Pietaro once. We went out to eat with him, and he was fucking. Let me tell you, he was crazy. He'd bring a globe with him, and he's pointing to this, and I'm like, holy shit. But he's a good man.
Yeah, he is a good man. Yeah, John, thank you so much for helping us out there. I got Morella back on, and I think George is helping Greg too. So I appreciate it, though. Let's see. What else did they say? Yes, Jimmy believes in the flat Earth, guys. He does. That is true.
Yeah, that's no joke. That's not like a scene he legitimately fucking believes that. And listen, let him go. Lee will appease him. Yeah, Jimmy, you're right. Oh yeah, and then Leo will be later be like, hey, he's crazy. But what
Mhm.
I'm saying is, you know, I mean, sometimes you wonder, like, if somebody here's the Earth and somebody's like down in Australia, they're down here, and you figure, how the fuck is technically they're upside down almost, you know what I mean? But
Hmm.
you
It's
know,
gravity.
yeah, it's gravity. But I'm saying it doesn't. It looks the same, you just, But I mean, obviously, I don't believe any of that stuff. You know,
I don't. Yeah, I think Jimmy doesn't believe in the moon landing either.
no, a lot of people don't believe that stuff.
I mean, I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I think we did it.
Yeah, I think we did too. But I mean, there's conspiracy theories. They'll tell you that fucking, you know, I don't know, Joe Biden's not really alive. There's another that's a fake Joe Biden. You see, I don't know. There's all kinds of shit. Elvis is still alive. Michael Jackson's still alive. All that, they're not really dead. Marilyn Monroe's still alive.
Yeah. We.
People eat the damnedest shit. I'm
Yeah.
not a conspiracy theory guy. I don't believe that George Bush blew up the Twin Towers. I don't believe any. What about building number 7? I'm like, yeah, what about it? It's right next door to those. This blows up. What was in building number 7? What did they get by blowing that up? And
Hmm.
and do you know what it takes to blow up a building? Do you have any idea the crew that you would have to blow up
Yes.
something big and make it collapse like that?
Hmm. Yep.
It
You're right.
it would involve 10,000 people to do that. And you know
Yes.
that one of them would come forth and go, listen, oh, there's been people, they've come forward. Bullshit. I don't want to even get into that.
Hmm.
Loose change. Everything's a conspiracy.
Yes. Exactly. I forget who the guy was who was talking about the moon landing. He said there's so many documents back in the '60s. Why would they go through the trouble of printing thousands of documents to, you know?
I don't believe it. People like to make everything into a conspiracy.
Yes.
You know? Do
Yeah.
you listen? They find like fucking bones from dinosaurs that lived a fucking 100 million years ago. Where show me one bones, one skeleton of Bigfoot. You know what I mean? There isn't because it doesn't exist. It's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Les Stroud. Joe
Yes.
Carroll and I did an interview, and Les Stroud and I kind of got to be friends a little bit. So I talked to Les Stroud, and I asked him, "Do you think there's really a Bigfoot?" And he said, "I don't know." He said, "I got to be honest with you, I don't know." He goes, "I can tell you that I've been in the woods by myself when he was filming Survivor Man, and he said I'm in there by myself, and he said it's creepy, and sometimes shit gets." All of a sudden, I'll be sitting there, and a rock out of no place comes flying at me, or I hear big movement. Now, could it be a fucking moose, or could it be a bear, or whatever? But he's saying, he leaves it open, but he has never seen one. I just don't believe it. You'd find this, like I don't believe aliens and all that shit. I believe that if there are aliens, it's just us, like almost like Star Trek. It's like us in the year like you know 2500 or something like that, coming back with a spaceship, looking at just but not interfering. I don't know, but I don't believe all that like, little green men shit. Is there life on other planets? Probably. You know what I mean? But hey, listen, it's got no bearing on my life right now. I can't even fucking, you know,
Mhm. Yeah.
change my underwear.
Uh, Joe and Greg, what do you think of Joey Stacks? Should we respect him, or he is an imitation threats of violence to gain respect? Um, I know Joey Stacks. Um, he's fine with me, but I think he needs to calm down with some of his stuff.
I don't know the guy. I guess he's just doing his thing. I don't care. Yeah, how many people do that shit? Do you have any idea how many guys? I don't think he's a threat or anything. I don't think he's going to hurt anybody. He would have hurt people that I think he might be a good guy. I mean, listen, if somebody's going to hurt somebody, you wouldn't even, they just do it. Do you understand? When a
Hmm.
guy says, I'm going to fucking kill you, I'll be, they don't, usually they're not going to tell you. You either be waiting out in your bushes when you get home, you get out of your car, and before you know it, you never make it to the front door. I'm
Yes.
just, you know what I mean? Like, so a lot of there's a lot of internet guys that think they're tough guys, especially bodybuilders. Bodybuilders are not tough guys. There's probably a few of them that maybe fought MMA a little bit, but
Hmm.
most of the time they're not tough guys. You think they are because they're jacked and he's got to be strong because he's a bodybuilder. Bro, I know girls that'll fuck up most of the guys in the Mr. Olympia, and you have no fucking clue. Fighting and skilled fighting and all that stuff is
Hmm.
legit. Crazy motherfuckers. I know crazy motherfuckers. Okay, really crazy motherfuckers.
Hmm.
They're not gonna tell you I'm gonna kick your ass. They just show up. You won't even expect it out of nowhere. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. And Greg, we both know a lot of mob affiliates, let's say, who will they'll just walk up to you.
Dude,
Not,
I'm telling you, I met Junior Gotti, and I was with somebody who knows him very well, and I could like when I was there, he was around guys. They were all just sitting there, and they look at you, and you're not big jack fucking built guys. Some look old men, some of that, but
mhm,
you can just tell they look at you like a fucking pit bull. Like you know when a dog stares at you, and you're like, why does that dog look like it's ready to pounce? You know, I'm just saying.
mhm.
Uh, I don't like being around those kind of people because
Yeah,
you know
you don't know.
hey, if they want you, you're not gonna know. You'll be going out to your car, putting a key, and before you know, some guy comes up from behind you and either whacks you in the back of the head with a bat or fucking shoots you, you know, or sticks a knife right up in your ribs. You
Mhm,
won't know. But when a guy gets on the internet and starts telling everybody, "I'm gonna kick your fucking ass," that's it. Wait till I see you at an expo. That's it. That's not, you know.
mhm,
And no real tough guy's gonna. He's not a real true hitman, tough guy, badass. Is not
mhm,
even gonna tell you anything. They'll sit there and look at you like this. They'll be like, okay, yep,
mhm.
and
Yep,
then they'll leave. And then when you go out to your car, you never make it to your car.
yep,
That's the way the guys I know. You know, I know insane people. There's a difference between a guy who can fight and a sick fucking in the brain. There's guys I know who couldn't fight their way out of a wet paper bag, but they would stab you. They would take your eyeball out of your head. They would fucking shoot you. They have no. It's different. You can't. Crazy is one thing. Tough is one thing, but crazy.
yep,
Trust me, crazy is a totally different animal.
mhm. Yes.
There's no rules or fucking. It doesn't mean shit.
Yep, you're right. You're right. Joey Hernandez wants to know, Greg, what TV appearance are you most proud of?
Oh boy. Um. Oh God.
You did so
I,
much.
I did so many. I've done like 50, bro. And there's no. I mean, I don't even remember them all. I do. I have a list. I have to. I have to read. Maybe Jay Leno because he was so good to me and he loved me, bro. Or even Carson Daly. Carson Daly told me that I got the biggest ovation. The only one close to me was Britney Spears. That's what he told me, and he was like, "Dude, you come back. You got to come back." Because I was like, if you guys see the whole show, he like when he said my arms is 27 inches, he brought out a stack of pancakes like this. He said, this
Yeah.
is 27 inches. I was eating them and they were frozen. They were horrible. I was biting them off the thing and I was flicking them in the audience. And I was doing like, unconventional shit. And I had their audience was like going crazy and they loved me. There's a few shows I did that, I mean, I really, like Carson Daly was a great guy. And, he's a maniac, bro.
Mhm,
You know, I was also on Howard Stern, and Howard Stern is more like when the camera's off, he's more mundane. He's not like pull my finger, you know what I mean?
mhm,
But Carson Daly is like when you used to see Carson Daly on MTV, be like, okay, we're here with Britney Spears. So Britney, tell me. But when the camera's off, he's like, yo, suck my dick, smell my foot. You know what I mean? Like he was crazy like that, and I like that kind of guy. So
mhm,
me and Carson Daly hit it off really well, and Jay Leno. Um, got me a nice steak dinner and shit. Like he did me good, bro. Jay
mhm,
Leno really good and paid me more than most of those shows all added together. So he was really really good. Tyra Banks was good to me. She told me, "Boy, you got it going on." That's what she told me. She kept feeling my muscles. If you see there's
yeah.
video clips of her keep grabbing me like this. You know.
Yeah. I think your next project coming up is going to be big. I mean, we can't talk about it.
So
Pretty big.
yeah, I mean, once they tell me I can talk about it because
Yeah.
it's like it's under wraps and I don't want to give it out. But that should be a really big one, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I always have fun when I work with them, you know what I mean? So, we'll see what happens. So, they're good to me and they're good people and I love all of them.
Yep. George just jumped on. Yo, Jay Z and Greg, what's up? That's my brother George is up.
Oh, George, what are you doing, man? How you doing?
Yes. What's up,
Thing go-
George? Hope all's well. Hope all recovery, man. Yep. Everything's good. Greg is recovering too.
I'm coming recovering, absolutely. Yes, I
Yep.
am.
We were at your house. We saw you shoot your blood. Yeah, I mean, took your sugar level.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Joe watched me take my blood and all
Yeah.
that shit and
I
so
saw all your supplements.
all my
Re-
supplements, my crazy shit in the house, all
All
my
your
crazy shit outside the house.
yes, all the crazy shit outside the house. Yes.
Yeah, Joe's girl Morella really liked a lot of that. We have all kinds of shit. I also like, my girlfriend used to be really goth, and I like goth shit. I would love to have like just a room in the house that's like totally like haunted, like with all kinds of like I have. You guys don't know. I have skulls and shit like that. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
if I can show you some. Hold on.
Yeah, good.
Let me see. Whoa, whoa. Fuck! I almost knocked that. What? Oh, shut up. Nobody's gonna see it. Hold on. I'm just going in the bedroom for a second. I was gonna show you guys something. Hold on.
Yeah, Greg.
Like, my
Show us.
room is a mess. Oh fuck! You can't see. Hold on. Hold on. My room's a mess. There's my turtles. Hey, Mr. Turtle. Hey, there you are. Anyway, it's two of them. So now look. I have a bedroom of a 16-year-old. Look. See? Like there's skulls. Like Joe, you didn't see that one.
I
I
didn't
just
see that.
got that one.
That's
See,
new.
there's all
I
skulls and
thought,
shit. Like I don't know if you guys can see if I pull back. You see?
yeah, look at that.
Can you see that?
Yep.
All skulls and demons and shit. I love that girl right there. But like a creepy girl doll. See all that shit. I don't know if you can you see Joe because
Yeah,
I
we see
can't see what I'm
it.
looking at. And then we got the girls' heads. We find these heads, and we put all shit on them. You know, all the girls' heads and stuff. You know, but I'm just saying, like, I like all creepy, all skulls and insane shit. Like there's a, like that. I don't know. You see all that shit? See?
Shit, Greg.
Can you see if I go back?
Yes.
You see it?
Yep, we see it. Oh, crazy.
Anyway, shit like that. That's crazy shit. So, and then I got that's what the people who died in my house, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And then all that.
Look at that. That's new.
Yeah, I just put he's been there for a while. Just that I
Okay.
put the sunglasses and shit on him. But, like people don't really, I got a lot of shit all in this house. But what I'm saying is, I don't know if you saw those skulls. We like gothic shit. Like here, down at our, hold on. Shut up, Lucia. People going to hear you. Holy shit, nobody wants to see. Look, they want to see scary shit. I'll show them you. Oh, I almost fell down the steps. But you see, like that guy right there. That's
Yeah,
my front door. Right?
that's
See the front door? And when you come in, that's what you see. Can you see that, Joe? I can't see what I'm showing
yes.
you.
Yes.
Okay. So Joe knows because Joe saw that shit in person.
Yes.
And anyway,
That's
all right, Satan, I'm coming this way. You could run away. Um, so we have all kinds of shit like that. So I like, I don't know, is anybody watching this shit anymore or what?
yeah, we got 48 people.
Oh, okay.
48
So
people.
like, why does this look dull? What did I do here? Did
No,
I do something? Oh,
you're,
no. Okay.
you're good.
Um, so if you people see that, that's my room, right? I got a room of a 16-year-old. I'm fucking 64. We got fucking skulls and demons and shit in a room,
Yeah, Mr. Wonderful said
Morella said to me,
family.
what's that?
Mr. Wonderful said Greg's house is like the Adams family.
Oh, yeah, you have no idea. You
Hmm.
have no idea.
Yeah.
The more like the monsters. Morella said, what did she say?
1313 Mockingbird Lane.
1313 Mockingbird Lane, right?
Yes. That's
Even wait, Morella said to me, "How do you sleep?" And when you wake up and you see all these skulls and demons looking at you, like there's
yeah.
statues, kinds of shit. And I mean, no, man, I love it. Because
That
you're
doesn't give you nightmares at all.
no, man, I love that shit. Lucia used to be goth. She'd wear the black lipstick and a fucking wild black hair that she had. My girlfriend's hair is down to her ass, so it's like all fucking. She would get it wild, and she'd wear all the high shoes and like all that get gothed out. I love goth, man. I've dated goth girl. I love goth. You
Now
know,
you were bitten by a recluse
spider,
spider,
yeah, brown recluse, yes.
dating a goth girl.
Wait, what are you doing now? Also, 1 minute now, she's like, they don't want to see this. This is stupid shit. Get it out of here. They don't. That thing don't even have a face. No. But see that big thing standing by the door? We got another one downstairs, right,
Yeah,
Joe?
Bob Bonham.
Yeah. Well, that was Bob. The other one's
Oh, the other one. Okay.
the other one was freaky. That's the one with the hat and the
Oh,
crazy.
yes, yeah.
But these things like 6 foot something. You know what I mean? I
And
like crazy shit like that.
you find those?
Yeah, we find them, dude. I had to drive with that thing sticking out the window and shit. Yeah, we don't buy that shit. You know how much that shit costs?
I know that's expensive.
$400 or more. Yeah,
Yes.
$400 for no big giant dummy or whatever those things are. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
If you go outside my house now, Joe knows, and his girlfriend Morella, they were here, and you go outside my house on the side of the shed. We have like a graveyard, you know what I mean? Like with all demons and fucking heads coming up out of the ground and fucking skulls and bones and
yep. You had everything over there.
yeah. She didn't want to see that. You're funny. She's showing me pictures.
Joey Hernandez says, "Do the turtles watch you make love?"
Yeah, they do. If they
Yes.
listen, if those turtles could talk, forget about it. I'd be really. We've had those turtles probably. I mean, Lucy and I are in our 18th year together. Well, what year would you say we got those turtles, Lucia? Yeah, those turtles are about 16 or more years old.
Man, if those
We
turtles
got
could
they
talk.
were this big. They were tiny. Now they're all big and shit.
Yes. Can I come? I'm afraid to knock on. Poindexter said he's afraid to knock at your door.
No, don't be afraid. But as soon as you walk in, that thing is there, right? Right,
Yeah.
Joe. I have
Yes.
people walk in and go, what the fuck? Because it's standing right there when you walk in.
Yes.
You
Uh,
know.
Jude wants to know. Hey, Greg, did you know Rick Drayson?
Of course, I know Rick. I was even on Rick's show. Yeah, Google it. You'll watch the show with me and Rick. Yeah, he was a good guy. Yeah,
Yes.
Rick was old school. Yeah, I know Rick Drayson a long time. Yeah, God rest his soul. He was a great guy.
Mhm.
If you
Uh,
Google Rick, you'll Google Rick and Greg Valentino. You'll see we did shows together, me and Rick.
yes, I think you did. Yes, a bunch of them. I think.
Yeah,
Uh,
Rick. Yeah.
Jake Anderson wants to know. I want the workout DVD. Do you have
Oh, you know why I don't? I could still sell that DVD and shit. You know why I don't?
why?
Because I had the hematoma. And my one arm was like fucking down to here. It was a fucking giant bag of blood. And I had no choice, but I had to film it then. And I hated it. I try to hide it, but there's no hiding that. And then people take that fucking thing, and then they take the fucking, they take, the video clip or the picture of that, and then they put it up, and they're like, "Look at this Synthol this fucking freak did," and
Mm,
it's not Synthol, you fucking morons. I got fucking the video of me draining it of blood. You want to see this? It's the TLC thing showed it a little bit of it, but I mean, you see the blood. I'm even swirling it around. It's a big fucking jar like this. It's blood. There's no pus. There's no oil. But
nope.
whatever. I can't even argue anymore. At first, it was only one arm.
Yes.
What do you think? I shot Synthol on one arm and just let the
Yep.
other arm. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
Both my
Um,
arms were jacked, but that was one arm. It was like fucking ridiculous.
yes.
But anyway,
Jonathan Ryan says he's off to sleep. Take care, guys, from UK.
Jonathan, thank you. God bless.
Sandis wants to know. Big fan said. Random question. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Who's winning?
I think in a legit fight, I mean, Tyson should win. I like Mike Tyson, so I'm rooting for Mike Tyson, but I do like Jake Paul too. So if it was anybody else, I'd probably root for Jake Paul. But I mean, I don't want. I mean, anything can happen in a fight.
Mm,
Anything. I've had a fucking 3-year-old fool around and punch me in the face, and like, wow, that fucking thing hurt. So you have no idea.
yeah.
The right person. eh, eh, I mean, Mike Tyson is a human being, and he's almost 60 years old. He's 57, going to be
Mm,
58.
yep.
If Jake Paul, who's in his prime, is only in his mid 20s, if he fucking throws one of those bombs that he's capable of, he could fucking, I mean, he could hurt him. But if Mike Tyson's the same Mike Tyson that I'm watching on all these videos where he's like, like that, and he gets in the ring and he doesn't play you punch, I punch, you punch, like he did with Roy Jones, he'll
Hmm.
kill him. Mike Tyson will absolutely kill. And if this was the Mike Tyson of old, there'd be no doubt that Mike Tyson will win because he's a different person now. That crazy motherfucker that was back then that wanted to, I came to destroy you, be destroyed. That Mike Tyson would have, he would stand no chance. But,
Yep.
this is just a show. So I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree with Charlie Hobbs, who said that when you get age, your chin goes first, and you can't fight 20, 30-year-old for a fact. I mean, I think so too. I don't think Tyson's chin's going to hold up. He's,
it's not just that. You know what it is, Joe? You know, you see Tyson hitting the bag like this, right? And you go,
yeah,
what? But bags don't punch back.
that's
Okay.
exactly right.
Number two, as you get older, even us guys that lift weights, I don't care whether you take TRT or don't take TRT, your timing is a little bit off. You're not the same. Do you understand? Like even if you were a great baseball player and you see them bat now and all of a sudden they have trouble, they can't even hit it out of the infield. And you're going, what the fuck, bro? You used to jack balls. And the reason why is your hand-eye coordination's not the same.
Hmm. Yep.
Okay. So, you can hit the bag, but when a punch is coming, you're standing there hitting the bag. If this, Jake Paul's tall, he's got a big reach on Tyson. I've met Tyson in person. He's got to be 5'8", bro. He's not that big. He's
No.
not. He's maybe 2 inches taller than me. He's not that big.
Mm-hmm.
He hits like a fucking monster.
Mm-hmm.
Has that attitude. If he has the fucking old Mike Tyson attitude, if he gets pissed off, he's in there. And if he could throw those bombs the way he's capable of, and the way we see him hitting in these videos that you're watching, he's capable of destruction. Obviously, if he hits fucking Jake Paul with a shot, Jake Paul will be in Lululand. Like he'll be. But if he's not sharp, and he goes in there and he does what he did with Roy Jones, where it's where they're just you punch, I punch, and do this shit. Not that the fucking this shit, but this shit. And
Mm-hmm.
Jake Paul says, you know what, I'm gonna make my name. Watch this. And all of a sudden steps back and just goes bang and
Mm-hmm.
hits the shot. Jake Paul starched Tyrone Woodley, dropped fucking Anderson Silva. He's beaten some big ass fucking guys, okay? All I'm trying to say is he doesn't hit like a pussy. He has power. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It- you know, I think Tyson's a way better boxer, but you're talking about a man who, when Jake Paul was born, Tyson was already in his 30s. Do you understand what I'm saying? When he was born.
Yes.
I'm just saying you got to give the guy, you can't take him out of his. It's like Barry Bonds if he wanted to go, or Roger Clemens wanted to come back today. I know I saw Roger Clemens pitch in an exhibition game. But he couldn't pitch in the major leagues. I don't give a fuck, how much steroids he takes or growth hormone to try to, the youth thing. As we get older, you just don't have. Jimmy the Bull. I tell the story a gazillion times. I know some of you've heard it before, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say it again. I spotted him on stage, right? By myself. No two guys on one side, by myself. I spotted him reverse grip like this on a bench, 600 pounds. And when he laid down, I said to him, hey, Jimmy, listen, please don't get stuck, because there's no way that I can pull this off you. I couldn't even deadlift 6 pounds. So there's no way I'm going to be able to like curl 600 pounds off his chest. And he's like, don't worry about it. So I said, all right. So he takes it off and he does like 3 or 4 reps with it and then puts it back. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
So if I asked Jimmy, could you do that today? He'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking crazy? You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
were younger back then. I can't do that now. And
Mm-hmm.
we all can't. We can't lift half the weights we lifted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Not if you were super power lifter or not. It's just as we age. And so Mike Tyson's 57 going on 58. This kid's fucking what, 25, 26?
Yeah, he's young.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't
It's
know.
And everybody thinks like he's just this punk and shit, and he's a YouTuber. But
He's a,
even Mike Tyson,
pretty decent boxer.
said, and Teddy Atlas said, you got to give this kid credit. He's only been fighting like 3, 4 years. These other guys grew up fighting from when they were kids. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Tyson Fury, all these guys, they've been fighting since they were young. So you got to give. I mean, Jake, and even Teddy Atlas, who knows boxing better than Teddy Atlas.
Yep, he does.
Atlas even said this kid Jake Paul's great for boxing, and he said it's exciting and he has knockout power. I know you think that Mike Tyson can't get knocked out, but he could. Anybody could.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And but of course, Mike Tyson has the ability to knock fucking Jake Paul's jaw into the next town. You know what I'm saying? But what Mike Tyson's going to show up, what Jake Paul's going to show up, and are they legit, or do they have this scripted so they could be a fight number 2?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not that there's a dive.
Oh,
Mike Tyson will never take a dive, so don't believe that shit. We talked about that in After Hours. He's never
no.
taken never. The only thing that could possibly happen is, let's say Mike Tyson smacking the shit out of him, right? And all of a sudden it's a decision and they call it a draw, or they call it to Jake Paul where it's a bad decision. And now they're going to have a grudge fight number 2. It's a fucking win for both of them.
Yep.
Because Mike Tyson, we won that fight. He had him beat easily. He
Mm-hmm.
could fucking ass, bro. He had his ass beat. But they
Mm-hmm.
gave it to Jake Paul in a bad decision, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And then Tyson's like, I want to fight him again. And Jake Paul's will run it back. You know what I mean? Of course, they're going to get even bigger fucking payday now because Tyson got robbed. He should have won. So that's not a tarnish on Tyson's thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they call it a draw, same thing. Oh, there's no way that was a draw. Tyson had him beat. Bullshit. Like they did with Francis Ngannou should have fucking won that fight, right? Against
Yep.
Tyson Fury. There's no way Tyson Fury. He dropped Tyson Fury.
Hmm.
So to make more money, instead of making Tyson take a dive or make you know what I'm saying? They'll call it a controversial decision, a bullshit decision. Now Tyson's gonna be like, I'm pissed off. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. So now we have a greater fucking thing, number two. So they're gonna make even more money.
Yep.
That's if it's not legit.
Yep.
But if it's legit and Tyson hits him, what's his name's done? Jake Paul's done. But if Tyson's not on the money and he's a little slow and his reflexes are slow and Jake Paul's really going in there to take his head off and he clips Tyson with one of those bombs, Tyson could go down. He's a human being, and he has been knocked down
Yeah.
before,
Yeah. He
you know.
also a lot of weed though, still, right? Doesn't he? He just got busted.
He does all that shit, I mean,
Well, I'm Tyson. To be honest with you, I think he's your power's your last to go, just like John Salty said.
you
Your
know,
power go,
but
but
you know how he's doing it. Like even when he talks, they talk like this. He kind of has a raspy voice because from smoking so much weed and he does all that. He does a lot of tripping on that shit, that fucking psilocybin or whatever the hell. Him and
yeah,
Joe Rogan with the mushroom shit, and all, and he talks about it. And
yeah,
that shit fucking can make you where your hands are just a little bit off. Do you
yep,
understand? You
hmm,
see a punch coming at you and you're not as quick to block it and counter, and that punch hits you. So we don't know. We don't know what's going to
right,
happen, but it makes a great fight. Everybody's going to be looking forward to this. Do I want to see Tyson win? I really like Jake Paul, but I want to see Tyson knock his fucking teeth out. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I
yep,
like Jake Paul, but I like Tyson better.
yep. Me too.
I'm rooting for Tyson.
I'm rooting for Tyson also.
I wouldn't. I don't know any of you people out there that would bet your house or your car or all the money you've ever made on it. Because I couldn't. I couldn't. I don't know what they have. And who knows? They could be throwing this fight. No way would Tyson take a dive and be knocked out. If he gets knocked out, it's going to be a legit. Of course, you'll have people saying, look, if you back up the punch, and
Hmm.
if you notice that the punch just skims him and he goes down, you're going to get that shit. But in my thing, I say it's going to come down to maybe a decision. If Tyson doesn't knock him out, and it's kind of planned, it's going to come down to a decision. It's going to be a bad decision where
Hmm.
everybody's like, "Boo, fuck you, bullshit, bullshit," that kind of thing. And Jake Paul's going to be like, "Yo, I'll run it back. If you want to run it back," Tyson's like, "Let's run it back."
Yep.
Now you're going to have Tyson him too, the
Hmm.
revenge, and then it's even more money. So my prediction: either Tyson knocks him the fuck out for legit, or it's going to be a bad decision. Tyson smacks the shit out of him, and it looks like an easy win, but they call it either a draw, which we've seen him do, or they give it to Jake Paul. Remember, I think Jake Paul is part owner of the organization that's fucking sponsoring this shit. You know what I mean? That's almost like Jim Mannion competing in the IFBB. You
Yep.
understand what I'm saying?
The only people that are going to win are Netflix. They're going to be winning.
Oh my God. The money that they're going to make
Oh,
off that.
Netflix is going to make a ton of money.
Oh shit! Plus, you know how many people are gonna load that arena? You'll see Donald Trump in there. You'll see
Oh,
everybody in that place. And
oh
hopefully,
yeah,
by then, Trump's president because I think that's November something.
yeah. It's going to be big. I mean, it's going to do great numbers. I guarantee it.
Joe, hold on 1 second. Don't you guys go away 1 second. I have to pee. Normally, I pee in this, but that's. But Joe would know that's what I'm doing because I'd be leaning forward like this. I gotta pee. Take me 1 second.
Go ahead. Go pee.
Speaking of old man, if I was Mike Tyson, I'd probably have to pee in the middle of a fight, and I'd have to pee in my jock strap. I'll be right there because I
Yeah.
gotta pee a lot.
Yep. So what did John Sally said? Both Greg, they are both well off. Don't need the money. That's true. They're both loaded. They don't need the money. Skip Mulligan said, "No way Jake Paul gets in the ring without being high as a kite." You're probably right about that. Definitely right. Jose said, "I'm rooting for Jake Paul for Paul guy only because I heard Tyson admit what he did to women. He literally admitted it on live stream. Wow, I didn't know that." Skip Mulligan, there's two sides to every pancake. True. Guys, I watched the UFC is going to sign with next Netflix next. You think so? Netflix. Oh, John says Netflix is the future of this shit. Probably. You might be right, John. I think you might be right. Netflix is getting because I think even the WWE might sign with Netflix. That's why I heard that too. You know, um, a bunch of guys were telling me that the WWE might not sign with Netflix. So I don't know if that's true. We'll see.
Yeah, but you know what? One thing that everybody's forgetting. Everybody's forgetting. If you guys have been watching Tyson
Hmm.
and Jake Paul way before they announced this fight, they were like buddies. Tyson's even talking great about him. Yeah, Jake Paul's good. You know, he's good for boxing. Like they're like buddies. So it's not
Yes.
like, and there's no way Tyson's going to agree to jump on the floor and make believe he's knocked out. That he has too much pride, and he knows
But
that Colorado would come down from heaven and kick his ass.
yep.
So that's not going to happen. Okay, I'm telling you what's going to happen. If it's a setup, it's going to be that Tyson loses by decision or it's a draw. And, that's it. Otherwise, if they're going in there and hanging and banging, if Tyson does get knocked out, it's because Jake Paul caught him with a punch, and that's it. But I would believe that Mike Tyson's going to kill him. Now, that's all I'm saying. I know that if this was fucking 20 years ago when Mike Tyson was even in his 30s,
Yeah.
almost 40, he would absolutely positively butt fuck him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He would. He definitely would. He'd rape you. He
Yes,
definitely.
rape him.
Yeah, he would. I think Tyson is going to. I'm worried about Tyson. To be honest with you, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I
I,
want him to. I want him to win, but I don't think so.
he's in great shape.
Hmm.
And again, you watch him hit that bag, and you watch all that shit, and you're like, look at that shit, oh
Look,
my God.
but the
But
bag is.
that's not hitting back. Do you understand? That's like shit. I could stand there, dance around, hit the bag, boom, 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 watch. Oh, yeah. And then all of a sudden a punch comes, and you're like, whoa. You don't know what's going to happen.
Hmm.
Reflexes as we get older are we don't react fast enough. That's why
Hmm.
think about baseball. Do you know what you fucking guys have no idea. Try to hit a 90-mile-an-hour, 100-mile-an-hour baseball coming in that moves phew, like this. You know what I mean? And you got a big heavy bat on your shoulder. You got to snap that bat out and hit it. You know, I mean, you have to meet the ball like this. Hand-eye coordination, baseball is one of the hardest things, like tennis, even tennis. It's a hard thing to do. It's not easy.
No, it's not.
Okay. Especially at that level. Now, why do you think there's no baseball players that are like in their late 40s or something like that, even being able to? Because you can't. You just don't have the hand-eye coordination
No,
anymore.
no,
You
no.
can't throw right anymore. You have trouble throwing from shortstop to first base or whatever. You can't. You just or even a pitcher. You just don't. It's very hard. It's very, very hard. Roger Clemens took steroids. He went from being a fat blob to being like a Marine. He was
Hmm.
taking steroids, and growth hormone, the stupid bastard paid with a check and then said it was for his wife, whatever.
No.
But anyway, he pitched till his 40s. Now, steroids can help you do that. But this guy's in his 50s, almost 60. Do you understand what I'm saying? This
Wow.
is unheard of. I'm
Wow.
just saying, and it's not like in the old days when my father was younger, in the 40s and shit like that, when guys fought because they were hungry, like Jake LaMotta or fucking what's his name there, fucking, you know what I mean? With what the hell's his fucking name there? Braddock, you know what I mean? James Braddock. It's not like those guys where they're hungry. They'll fight every week and shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They could have a fucking broken leg and they'll be in there hanging and banging because
Mhm.
they need the money. I can't eat without that shit. It's not like those days. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Jacob Anderson said Tyson admitted in the past that this.
Jacob Anderson. That's one of my guys.
Yeah, he said Tyson admitted in the past that his desire to inflict pain is no longer there.
Right.
So I don't know if he's the same guy anymore.
That's what I'm saying. If you see him, he's very easygoing and happy go lucky. And not for nothing, guys. Guys, I'll give you one, Joe, right here that nobody talks about. Did you see about a year and a half, 2 years ago, Mike Tyson was on an airplane and there was a guy who was annoying him sitting in front of him.
Yes.
And they had an argument. He kept going. And Tyson got up and started punching him like this.
Hmm.
The guy, they pulled Tyson away and stopped him. And the guy was like, wow, I just got punched by Mike Tyson. He didn't knock him out. And this guy just took like 3, 4, 5 punches right to his head. And Tyson was standing above him like this, bang, bang. Now, I'm not saying, everybody says, oh, the strength is the last to go. You're right. But maybe it started going when he turned 50. I mean, he's almost 60.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that he can hitting that back like that. I can see a lot of boxers do that shit.
Hmm.
He, he's almost 60 years old. You cannot tell me he punches even close to what he did when he was in his 20s or 30. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah,
It's
you're
impossible. We're all older. I mean, listen, there's an old expression. Father time is undefeated. Nobody's ever beat Father Time. We're all going to go, no matter what supplements you take, no matter
Yep.
what vegetables you eat. You could be the cleanest eater, take fucking hormones that try to extend your life and supplements. If you live
Mhm.
to be 100, you're one of the few.
Yep.
Father Time is undefeated.
Uh,
Gabish,
Lee Priest just jumped on. How's it going? What's up, Lee?
Lee, there goes. If you want a real fight, we got to get Lee and Sean
And
Ray in the ring.
yeah, we're gonna get Lee and Sean Ray in the ring. That's the next fight.
No, they're friends again. I know that. I'm
Yeah.
only.
We love you, Lee. Hope you're doing well.
Lee will tell you, though. I'm sure Lee will tell you. When you get older, it's not the same. There's no
He,
way
he,
57 years. What?
Lee said he beat Father Time.
he cracked Father Time in the ass. But
He said he'll fight Sean. We'll give you $100 million to do it.
for 100 million, I would blow both of them while they're fighting.
I'm sure you would. You probably do it for 50,000.
For 50,000, I'd blow both of them while they're fighting. I'd eat their ass. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he said I can take on the world. That's true.
It's just that you can't tell me that that Mike Tyson can hit as hard as he did when he was fucking 25, 30. Everybody always says, I hear that. That's a common thing. I feel like I was saying the same thing. Strength is the last thing to go. Yeah, but by the time you're fucking 45, 50, it's definitely starting to go. I mean, he's almost 60. You're not going to tell me he still can fucking, hit like that. Hitting the bag is not the same as hitting the man. You know what I mean? It's not the same.
No.
You can't tell me that he can still hit his hard. I'm rooting for him. I hope he fucking knocks his skull off. I hope it's like Rocco Sock'em Robots, man. He fucking hits him. And I like Jake Paul. So it's Jake Paul against anybody else, I'm rooting for Jake Paul. But I want Tyson to win. But I'm just saying, I can't. I would never bet on this fight because I'm not so sure it's legit. I don't know what the hell's going on. It might even be a back out at the last second. I don't know.
Yeah, Morella's saying that the sound is not sounding great. I don't know why, but we're actually going to have to wrap up, Greg. It's getting a little bit late.
Oh, man. I wanted to talk a little bit.
What?
I want to hear more from Lee. Lee's my boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Lee is my boy.
Yeah, people saying the sound. Greg said your end doesn't sound choppy. I don't know what's going on.
It's your end, Joe?
I don't know if it's my end or your end. They're saying it sounds choppy.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I have no idea. But Greg, I'm going to wrap up. I got some things I got to take care of. But again, love you, brother.
Love you too, man. Thank you, guys.
Everyone, thanks for jumping in. Anthony D, David Clark, San Diego, Lee Priest, our brother.
Thank you.
Alan Sally, John Mancini Fitness, Joey Hernandez, Morella, everyone jumping in there. Thank you so much.
Listen, guys, you do me a favor. Like and subscribe here so we can get this to the next level and do it on StreamYard so we don't have these problems.
Yes, exactly. All right, brother. I'll talk to you in a little bit, Greg.
All right, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.